Hello everyone, and welcome to another pregame edition of GTHL Hockey in the 6th. I'm Jordan Jacklin, joined alongside Jaden Ho as we tee up Game 2 of this first-round playoff series between the Toronto Nationals and the Toronto Junior Canadiens. Let's start off with, it was 6-2 in Game 1. How did these Nats respond?
Well, you got to remember that in Game 1, 6-2 was the score, but it wasn't nearly as lopsided as that may seem. The Nationals did a great job of hanging in that game. They're the underdog in this series, and they know it, and I think that's what they need to be remembering in this game. They need to play the underdog role. They need to be tenacious. They need to be gritty, and they need to get great goaltending, and they're going to need that from James Meredith, who's in net in this game, taking over for Austin Pergola, who started Game 1. He'll need to be calm, composed, and he's going to need to come up with some big saves for the Toronto Young Nationals tonight. On the other end, Nico Armelin, the goaltender, taking over for his twin brother Alexander after Game 1, and he'll need to be calm, composed as well. The bright lights of playoff hockey can be daunting for a goaltender, but these are two goalies who I think are up to the task.
And for the Nationals, A.J. Rye was a standout for that team. But what about someone like Callum Mainville? How does he have to get to that next gear in Game 2?
Well, he just needs to be able to find some more open space for himself and for his teammates. He's up against some great checking in the Toronto Junior Canadiens. He needs to find ways to use his skill and his speed to set up himself and set up his teammates to get good looks on net.
And just lastly, for these Toronto Junior Canadiens, what do you want to see from their depth in terms of not letting down and continuing to prevail in Game 2?
Well, depth scoring is important in the playoffs. You know your stars aren't always going to be able to put up big numbers. So for a player like Wyatt Ginman, Evan Malkassian, they need to find ways to contribute. And that doesn't need to be on the score sheet either. Good checking, good penalty killing, those kinds of plays can be crucial as well. So you don't need to be on the score sheet, but you need to find a way to contribute to your team's success.
Well, that's all from the 6 Hockey Studios as we get you sent to the ice for warm-up.
Hello everyone and welcome to Paramount Fine Food Center. It's Game 2 between the Nationals and Junior Canadiens, and we're underway here as the Nationals quickly go to the attack, and that quick shot right off the face-off is turned aside. And it's a fast start for the Nationals, stepping in onto the attack and carried behind the goal. Then it's sent around the boards towards the line. The Junior Canadiens trying to turn it around and get into the offensive zone there as they're forced back into their own end.
And already quite the start in transition for the Nationals, finding themselves down 1-0 in this series after a loss yesterday. And second half of a back-to-back, they wanted to get off to a quick start, and making plays in transition will help with that.
Well, the transition very important in the playoffs here as the faceoffs won back by the Nationals, and they try to go to the attack there. It's sent across by Kieran Riley, and now up along the wing. Onto the attack and carried towards the front of the goal. That quick shot was turned aside, and it's sent around to the point again. Long shot from the line. Didn't get through the traffic in front of the net. But now it's at the line. Here's Riley sending it down to the corner. In behind the goal. Centering pass! And right out in front of the net. That shot was turned aside as Nico Armelin has his first test of the game. Starting up with it now are the Junior Canadiens. Trying to get their first shot on goal. Carried up along the right wing. In behind the goal now. Sent out in front of the net! And that was picked off. Down in the corner. Sent to the side of the goal, and that bounced right through the crease. And it'll be cleared out here by the Nationals. Collision there in the neutral zone as A.J. Rye was taken into the boards. Through the neutral zone once again. Turned back there, and it'll be slowed down in the National zone. At their own line now. Addy in there for checking. We couldn't get control of the puck, and now it bounces back out to center. The Junior Canadiens will reset. Long pass ahead, and that evades everyone, and it's an icing call.
And the Nationals already putting the Junior Canadiens on their toes, forcing those errant passes. And we've seen some grade A scoring chances, Junior Canadiens there, with some creative plays almost leading to the first one of the game, but now it's the Nationals finding themselves with the offensive zone face-off.
Face-off's going to come over to the left of Armelin. And the Junior Canadiens win it back. Sent around the boards here, and they'll escape the zone on the right wing. Pass up onto the far side, and it's backhanded in deep. Nico Addy chasing after it on the forecheck, cleared towards the line. Not out as Del Colombo couldn't complete the clear, but now they'll get it out on the other side. Tipped in ahead as Sarah Brando goes after it. Into the corner. Up ahead for Addy. That's out of his reach, and it comes back out to center. Here's Punchard in his own zone. Punchard up the middle. Weisblatt onto the right wing and is fired in around the boards, and Del Colombo will go in after it. Forechecking Del Colombo. Got the puck, and he couldn't get a shot towards the goal. The Junior Canadiens recover. And now they're out to center. Up along the right wing. Chip down to the corner. Back in after it here. Cleared towards the line. Held in with a quick shot as Keegan Knight tried to get one off quickly. Now the Nationals out through the neutral zone. Drop back pass was picked off. Now it's sent up towards the line. Intercepted again, and out come the Junior Canadiens. Maybe a 3-on-2. Sent into the middle for a shot. That's blocked. The rebound comes loose, and that shot just goes wide.
A quick chance off the 3-on-2. Almost had a chance there to hold on to the puck for a few more strides, but elected for the quick shot, and it just missed the net, but a rebound ensued, and looked like it went off the post.
Trying to recover here. Here's AJ Rye. He's been electric all series, and he's into the offensive zone. Rye, he's knocked down hard along the far side boards. Junior Canadiens setting the tone there as a long shot as Riley unloaded from the point. Sent back up top for Riley once again. Fires it across. Howard with the shot. Scores! It's tipped in front by AJ Rye, and he stays hot, and it's 1-0 Nationals.
Down but not out. AJ Rye earlier in that shift took a huge hit along the boards, but was able to get back out and find himself, was able to make the net front presence and tip that shot that came from the blue line, and now suddenly the Nationals find themselves with the 1-0 lead. 3 goals through 4 periods for AJ Rye.
And that's the initial point shot from Luke Howard that gets through all the traffic, and here come the Nationals again, but it's just offside.
And really, AJ Rye has just been a force in terms of his versatility as a goal scorer, and he's really made a name for himself in all facets of the game, and Nationals just have to try to carry on the momentum here generated by that AJ Rye line.
For the Junior Canadiens, they'll try to recover quickly and get back on even terms here. Goal comes under 4 minutes into the game. Sent into the middle here. Onto the attack of the Junior Canadiens. Passed off to the side there as Jake O'Brien was looking for options. Now it's carried down to the corner. Sent up to the line now. Levine with the shot. Rebound. It was loose in the slot for a moment, but it's cleared out, and Levine forced back out to center. Sent into the opposite corner. Bounces out in front of the net, and the Nationals will clear quickly. That pass into the middle. Bounced off the stick, and now the Junior Canadiens are back the other way. Jake O'Brien forechecking, but the puck is cleared out past him to center ice. Some neutral zone play here as the Junior Canadiens try and gain the zone. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien sends it down to the corner. A centering pass in front. What a stop made there.
And James Meredith makes the pad stop for his first big stop of this series.
Carried ahead here as Brandolino went onto the attack. Lost the puck, and it comes down to the Junior Canadiens end. Back behind the net. They get started on the rush. Sent across. That bounced over a stick. Now comes loose. Here's a chance. Del Colombo! And he's stopped from point-blank range by Nico Armelin.
Del Colombo takes advantage of that turnover off the half wall and just tries to get it quickly on net. And it was Nico Armelin, the other Armelin brother, who was very tight to his post and was able to get down to the butterfly position and give him no room.
Weisblatt wins that back to the point. Long shot. Turned aside. The rebound loose to the side of the goal, and Sarah Brando was hunting for that rebound. Out to center. Knocked down by Addy, but he lost the puck. Trying to step in after that one was Morano. Now onto the attack again come the Junior Canadiens. Driving wide, carried around behind the goal. Centering pass attempt didn't get through. Sent back up to the line. Now backhanded back down into the corner. Addy's in there looking for it. Del Colombo trying to dig it free. Addy with a sharp angle shot. That was turned aside. Out to center now come the Nationals. It's Del Colombo. He's alone as his teammates change and lost the puck near the hash marks. Out through center come the Junior Canadiens. Turning back with it, and they'll regroup in the neutral zone. That pass didn't work, and chasing after that was Sarah Brando. Couldn't get onto it quick enough.
Yeah, both teams with tight gap control in transition right now, and just forcing errant plays on both sides.
On the near side now, onto the attack come the Junior Canadiens. 3-on-2, into the middle, a shot, scores! It's Hong Yu Wang! He's equalized the game. It's 1-1 midway through the first.
And Hong Yu Wang is able to just deceptively get himself into that inner slot, uses the defenseman in front of him as a screen, and now number 16 has 3 goals through 4 periods, so quite the show on both sides.
And this is a bit of a firefight between some great offensive talent on both of these teams. Tied at 1 now, and it's a whole new hockey game. As the faceoff's won back by the Junior Canadiens. Just under 8.5 minutes to go in the opening frame as that long stretch pass ahead evades everyone, but it ends up right on goal, so it's going to have to be a faceoff in the Nationals' end.
And for the Junior Canadiens now, they're back with an offensive zone draw, that Luca Graziano, Michael Levine D pair on the ice, and they've displayed a lot of chemistry together. Let's see what they can cook up.
Sent back to the line, pass out into the slot, just bounced away from its intended target. Junior Canadiens maintain possession in the offensive zone though. Cleared past Levine, a race onto it here, and it's poked down into the corner. Brandolino's in there looking for it. Onto the far side. Sent across. The Junior Canadiens gain the offensive blue line. Trying to send that towards the front of the net was Wang. Lost the puck, and now it's out through center. Onto the attack, fired in deep there. Tipped to the side by Armelin, and then sent around the boards by Graziano. Fired in once again by the Nationals.
And they are forced back once again, and for the Nationals, after giving up that game-opening goal, they just want to reset. They really allowed the Junior Canadiens to take control of this game.
As that sharp angle shot was turned aside, sent up towards the line, but unable to hold it in was Ethan Armstrong, and the faceoff will come out to center.
And for the Nats to regain control in this game, it's just playing how they were in the opening minutes with speed and skill, trying to drive to the middle of the ice and try to eliminate being forced to the outside by their bigger opponent.
O'Brien to take the draw here, and he lost it as it comes back, and Kieran Riley will have to chase back after it. Riley rings it around the boards. Sent up into the middle now. In on the attack come the Nationals. Fired in deep. Back behind the net for it. Armstrong sends that ahead, and Hector Martel will go to the attack. Martel, he is under some pressure there, and he's forced back, and now the Nationals are in on the attack, but they've got to tag up for the offside. And now the whistle's going to go. And it's going to be a hooking call here, it looks like, and it's going to go against the Junior Canadiens.
We saw Chase Del Colombo and Jake O'Brien get into it after the whistle there in the Junior Canadiens' end, but nonetheless, it appears the Nationals now will have the power play, and this is a great advantage here for them to try to capitalize and regain that early momentum.
Luca Morano in the box here. It's 2 minutes for hooking as the puck is won back to the Junior Canadiens' corner. Trying to clear it out and kill some time on this penalty as that puck bounced out in front, and a bit of a weird bounce almost landed the way of the Toronto Young Nationals. And now Punchard gets things started, sends it ahead for AJ Rye, the goal scores so far tonight, but he lost the puck in the neutral zone. Nationals reset, another mishandle there, and the Junior Canadiens happy to force the puck down into the corner here.
And it's Hector Martel right now with the standout shift. Just forced a turnover off AJ Rye and was able to kill off a good 20 seconds.
As AJ Rye fires that one from a sharp angle. Missed the net, and it rings all the way back out to center. 40 seconds gone in this man advantage. Fired in, and it's played back to the corner. Sent to the line, held in by Rye. In comes AJ Rye. Lost the puck again, and it's not cleared that time, but a second try. And the Junior Canadiens get it out. Onto the attack. Here comes Martel, short-handed, and he's stopped by by Meredith.
And overall, it's Martel once again showcasing his ability in shorthanded to create some offense. And now the Junior Canadiens find themselves with the offensive zone face-off with just over 50 seconds remaining. A standout ability here to kill off penalties.
As it's one back out to center, the Junior Canadiens will just kill some more time here. Happy to rag the puck, and they'll fire it all the way down. Out to play, here's Meredith. Meredith lost it as Martel has it again shorthanded. Hector Martel tried to throw that on goal from his knees, but he missed the net. Onto the attack come the Nationals. They haven't really got set up on this power play yet, and they've lost it again. Another great play from Martel. As onto the attack now come the Nationals. Here's Del Colombo. Del Colombo turns back and drops it for Kieran Riley. Riley to Del Colombo. Del Colombo sends it across. Here's a quick shot. Turned aside, and the rebound comes right out into the slot. Back with it at the line again. Here's Del Colombo. Del Colombo holds, shoots, and he was turned aside. Del Colombo again now on the near side. Sends it down to the corner. Back out for Del Colombo. He shoots. Rebound loose in front of the goal. Comes towards the line, and it's clear to the corner here.
And Chase Del Colombo just trying to do whatever he can. 3 shot attempts, only one able to hit the net on that final chance there on the man advantage. So for the Junior Canadiens, that's what they wanted, to force those low percentage plays. But for the Nationals, they get back into the offensive zone face-off as we get back to 5-on-5.
And the offensive zone chance here, penalty is over. So that icing was called, sent down to the corner now. The Nationals try and create something in the offensive zone. 0 for 1 now on the man advantage. Battle for it here, sent up towards the line, and now a race for it. Out through center. The Nationals recover, and they'll clear their zone quickly. Up ahead and onto the attack, but it's picked off in the neutral zone. And now the Junior Canadiens will get started on the attack. Along the left wing. Chipped up the boards. Now it's sent across. Onto the attack. Dragging it to the attack. And that puck comes loose. And the whistle's going to go. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty here against the Nationals.
And that is a play of a player who's ready to move to the next level. To be able to stop up and drive to the middle of the ice. And able to display that level of composure and poise to go backhand to their forehand. And now it will be a power play for the Junior Canadiens now in the final few minutes of this first period.
Now the Nationals need their penalty kill to step up here. A late goal in the first would not be a good precedent to set for the second and third period, as that puck's cleared quickly. It gets out into the neutral zone. Jake O'Brien back for it. I'll drop it back, and Junior Canadiens will get started here. Puck is dropped back. Carried out through center. Good aggressive neutral zone play there from Del Colombo. Forces the Junior Canadiens back. Carrying it ahead there was Morano. And he sends it into the corner. Riley. Cleared to the line, but it's held in there by Morano. Morano sends it back to the point. Fired across there as Malkassian had it at the line. Now Malkassian again at the point. Down to the corner. Back behind the net. Sent out for Morano. Morano on the right wing. He's under some pressure here. Teammates coming in to support. The Junior Canadiens hang on to it, but it's cleared to the line, and that did get out. Offside called against the Junior Canadiens. Just about a minute to go in the man advantage.
And for the Nats, they themselves are now displaying good effort here from all 4 penalty killers on the ice, as it appears we will actually be heading down to the other way now.
And I think that's on the intentional offside call. The puck will come all the way back down, so a chance for the Nationals to kill some more time. A.J. Rye getting a shot off from that face-off. Now out with it come the Junior Canadiens. The drop-back pass, and they've gained the zone. Along the left wing, stopping up and dropping it back to the point. Long shot, rebound, comes out in front of the goal, and that shot turned aside.
And they go back now. And it's Hector Martel there once again who's been a standout for this junior Canadiens team on both sides. And we're seeing some of his flashes offensively.
Puck sent towards the front of the net. Martel was looking for it, but it's cleared out once again. Final 30 seconds on the man advantage for the junior Canadiens. Drop back behind the net. Graziano is going to start the rush here. Luca Graziano still holding on to it. Carries it ahead. Dying seconds of the power play now. Wang carried it down to the corner. Trying to send that in front of the goal, but it was intercepted. And now the Nationals trying to come away with it. That stretch pass just missed its intended target. Now comes loose in front of the goal, and that was nearly a golden opportunity, but it's cleared out here by the Nationals, and they'll come onto the attack. From a sharp angle, that shot's turned aside. Now to the line. Howard just barely holds the zone. And now a stretch pass out the other way. Onto the attack, turning back with it here. And a late whistle. And we'll see what the call is here.
And for the Nationals, we finally saw on one of their very few rush chances of this period, they were able to just put a shot on goal, and it was a bit awkward for goaltender Nico Armelin to make that stop, and a huge rebound ensued, and it's just generating more chances like that as we get set now for a face-off just outside the offensive zone for the junior Canadiens.
Taking the face-off will be Jake O'Brien, the highly touted OHL prospect. And it's forced back there as Del Colombo stepped into support. It's cleared out to the red line, but right back in go the junior Canadiens. Out to play here's Meredith. Carried ahead now by the Nationals. Riley lost the puck, and he'll turn back for it. Dodging the check there was Del Colombo. He gets it across, and now it's sent up the ice. And that bounced up into the junior Canadiens bench, and we'll get a whistle.
And for the junior Canadiens now, after not being able to score on that power play, they feel that they've really been able to play to their level now. They're just trying their best to really force the Nationals to make more errant plays. And they're trying to play generally with the puck and have it in the offensive zone.
Fired in deep there by Punchard. As the junior Canadiens regroup behind their own net. Cleared out to center. Nationals regain possession. Fired ahead, bounced off the stick of Del Colombo, and he'll backhand it in deep once again. Mainville looking for it in the offensive zone, but the junior Canadiens will clear it out to center. Onto the attack, a long shot, but from Addy was turned aside with the right pad. Right to the front of the goal, and as the time expires, Addy gets a chance on goal, but after one, it's tied at 1.
And both teams are going to be pretty happy about how that went. Both took a penalty, but both were able to score as well. And we've just generally seen good efforts. The junior Canadiens, as the period went on, found their legs and were really able to generate more opportunities. But nonetheless, I think both teams will take where they are at this moment.
Well, I think for the Nationals as well, they're happy to be tied at 1 here. They were outplayed for some pretty big stretches of that period as the junior Canadiens really turned on their game and dominated, but the defensive efforts and the goaltending effort has been really great for the Nationals so far in this game, and that's the reason that it remains a 1-1 tie.
And some standouts from that period on both sides. Let's start with Hector Martel on the junior Canadiens. We saw in that shorthanded sequence he was able to pick off a pass and drive it into the corner and just have 3 Nationals players on him and kill off 20 seconds on his own. And then just a few moments later, when it was 5-on-5, he was able to generate a chance from the inner slot. Had 2 shots in that opening period, and overall did a great job. AJ Rye was the goal scorer. As we mentioned, he has 3 goals through 4 periods, and it was his effort once again to get to the front of the net and generate that net front presence, get the redirection. He's been the Nationals' best player so far in this series.
And we're away in the second period as the Nationals win the puck back. And now onto the attack quickly come the junior Canadiens as that shot scores! It's Luca Morato! 10 seconds into the period, it's 2-1 junior Canadiens.
And that's what we meant by more rush opportunities. The junior Canadiens did not want to repeat what happened in the first. In the second, they come out, win the faceoff, and it's Luca Romano with the far side shot, and it squeaks past goaltender James Meredith.
Just a beautiful shot off a quick strike rush. The right-hand shooter from the right wing beats the goaltender, and it's 2-1. The junior Canadiens have set the tone here in the second period. Fired in deep there, and it's sent back around the boards by Howard. Cleared towards the line, but not out, as the junior Canadiens maintain possession. Malkassian chasing after it, and he gets onto it quickly. Here's Malkassian, battling for it along the near side. And it's cleared out to center here. Then fired right back in. Addy's going to be the one chasing onto it, but the Nationals get to it first. Cleared towards the line. Once again, not out. As now the junior Canadiens chasing it into the corner. Addy couldn't hold on to it. Another chance to clear here for the Nationals. Once again, it's knocked down, but it's going to be called a high stick. And we'll get a whistle, and the faceoff will come out into the center ice area.
And for the Nationals now, this is not the start to the period you would have wanted, and it's just about almost creating more low-event hockey because that suits their need and their players the most. A player I really think needs to really try to show up more is Callum Mainville. He's having trouble creating space out there, and when he's on his game, he can look like Tage Thompson of the Buffalo Sabres in terms of his play style, just being able to drive to the middle of the ice because of his long wingspan and his puck handling abilities.
Out with it come the junior Canadiens now. Chance towards the front of the goal. As looked like there was a man in alone there, but they couldn't connect on the pass. Sent up towards the line. Levine sends it across, dragging and firing that shot. Turned aside and held as Graziano got that shot away quickly.
And we know of Graziano, he's a high-volume shooter in terms of walking the blue line and just finding those lanes. And he had a goal in Game 1, nearly was able to set up one there in front of the net. There was traffic in front, and the junior Canadiens right now just showing a lot of versatility and how they can play in the offensive zone.
Puck sent around the boards here. Holding on to it, and now the Nationals get it out to center and onto the attack. Maybe a 2-on-1 developing here. Carried out, sent for Ryan.
It's Jake O'Brien now the other way. Great work, though, defensively. Callum Mainville, we just mentioned him, was able to make some plays with the puck right there, setting up A.J. Rye. Just wasn't able to get the shot through.
My apologies as that puck bounces out into the slot. And through the neutral zone come the junior Canadiens. Carried ahead and dropped off by Martel, sent to the front of the goal. And how did that stay out?
And that was pretty unbelievable there. There was a lot of open net on that play.
As Rye comes in and fires, and that's gloved down by Meredith.
And James Meredith there.
By Armelin.
Nico Armelin. We just saw very calm in his net. Hasn't had to do too much generally. But in terms of just staying in his crease, he's not a goaltender that really likes to go too out of his crease. And he'll just stay calm, make the easy glove stop, and almost make it look effortless.
Colebrook will take the face-off here for the Nationals. Getting waved out there was the goal scorer Morano. And the face-off is won back by the junior Canadiens. Cleared out towards the line for a long shot. Turned aside, and now the rebound comes loose. Marintet at the point. Marintet sends it in. Picked off there by Morano. Tried to clear it to Malkassian, but sent right back in by the Nationals. Back behind the net for it now. Ringing it around the boards there. And this one will get out to center. Up with it now come the junior Canadiens. Sent across for Malkassian, and he's called for the offside at the Nationals line.
Malkassian, one of my favorite players from Game 1, hasn't had necessarily a standout performance just yet, but he's a motor, and he's really one of the. He plays the F1 position. He's a really he's a heavy forechecker, even though he's an undersized player, and is just able to win puck battles at a high rate.
Face off, one back here by the junior Canadiens, and onto the attack they go. To the neutral zone and sent in deep. And onto the forecheck now they come. You can see that heavy forecheck that you were just mentioning, Jordan, on display here. Sent ahead once again, and the Nationals regroup behind their own net. Big hit there in the Nationals zone as taking the hit to make the play there. In comes Del Colombo. Del Colombo, and he's forced wide. Out come now the Junior Canadiens into the middle. Drop back, sent into the middle, and that puck picked off, and it's cleared out quickly there by Zoldos. Back with it now is the Junior Canadiens trying to extend their lead. Luca Morano, scoring 10 seconds into this period, is the reason they're up by 1. Back in their own zone with it now, the Nationals. They'll try to equalize here. A.J. Rye, their only goal scorer, as they battle for it, and it's picked off here, and the Junior Canadiens are onto the attack. Drop back pass for a shot, turned aside. Rebound loose at the side of the goal. Unable to get that one on net.
And the Nationals defensively are going to have to be better, giving up too many odd man rushes. But here they go in front.
As that's a good opportunity, but Armelin standing tall there as Del Colombo came flying in. Comes loose again. Sent to the slot for a shot, turned aside once again. Slowly starting up with the heat here are the Junior Canadiens. Carried ahead, nice move to get through as Jake O'Brien makes another nice move and takes the sharp angle shot. Stopped and held by James Meredith.
And the skill level of Jake O'Brien on display, one of the top prospects in this whole 2007 draft class, and makes not just one but 2 dangles around the Nationals blue liners on that sequence, and was able to generate a scoring chance just from the inner slot there, and expect him to continue as the night progresses.
Jake O'Brien, as we said, projected to be a high pick here, and certainly displaying why, and he's drawn a penalty as well. It's a 5-on-4 man advantage for the Junior Canadiens as they try to extend their lead. Carried down to the corner, a centering pass, one-time shot turned aside. Holding it now in their own zone, or in the offensive zone, but picked off here by the Nationals, and maybe a chance shorthanded onto the attack, sent to the middle, and that pass picked off, and Armelin will hang on to it.
And what an opportunity there. Almost had another chance there to just hold on to it for 1 or 2 more strides, but it was good defensive coverage there in transition from the Junior Canadiens, not really allowing that sprawling player to be open there for the tap-in. So good work there defensively. I thought the Nationals maybe could have handled that just a bit better, but it was difficult with the defensive zone coverage.
Nonetheless, they've earned an offensive zone faceoff here while shorthanded. Colebrook will take it, but the Junior Canadiens win it back, and Ethan Armstrong will get things started on the power play. Here's Armstrong, dropped it back. And now into the offensive zone come the Junior Canadiens, sent in deep. And now on the far side, drop back to the line. Some pressure there from the defenders, but sent up to the line once again. Near side now. O'Brien, his pass, fanned on it, but he manages to hang on and hold the zone. O'Brien dropped it off, a big hit there, and the reverse hit from Addy knocked down his man. Addy sends it across, and that pass was picked off. Sent out to center, a breakaway pass, and that's just a little bit too far. And it comes down to the corner. Addy making the hit there. As the Junior Canadiens try to regain possession halfway through the power play. On the near side now. Carried into the offensive zone. Driving wide, trying to carry it around the net. Sent out across. Now Addy. Addy holds onto it. Drops it off. Morano. For Malcassian. Down to the corner. A centering try! And that went right through. No one could get a stick on it. Jake O'Brien has it now. 30 seconds to go. Return for O'Brien. Here's O'Brien stepping in. He shoots! And he fired that one wide. Defender lost an edge there and is a race for it. Del Colombo looking. But Malcassian recovers.
And great work there. Jake O'Brien putting it on goal. Looked like it just hit the outside of the post. As that they have one last chance on the man advantage.
Sent ahead, but that dump-in try didn't work. And now the Nationals onto the attack. Back to even strength to the front of the goal. And Sarah Brando turned aside on the partial break.
And great work there. Matthew Sarah Brando creating a rush chance of his own, driving to the outside, back into the inside. As we'll have another offensive zone face-off now for the Nationals, who are able to kill off that penalty, and are now actually going to be on a man advantage themselves as the Junior Canadiens were called on that rush chance.
And that's what speed and going to the net can do, as the face-off is one down to the corner, coming right out front of the goal. Rebound loose. How did that stay out? To the line for a shot, and that one was blocked.
That was unbelievable. I can't believe it with that open net there that nobody was able to tap that home. But nonetheless, they have to continue. They can't let it get into their head.
Here's Rye in the corner. He's been carrying the team so far as Marintet turned the puck over, and now the Junior Canadiens get it out. Forced back now, the Nationals will regroup in their own zone. Came just inches away from tying this game moments ago. Now it's sent ahead. Rye tips it in deep. Back behind the net it goes. Sent around the boards. Del Colombo holds it. He's checked in the corner. Now comes loose, and maybe an odd man rush as the Junior Canadiens on the break, shorthanded. Jake O'Brien holds, shoots, scores! Jake O'Brien, shorthanded goal. It's 3-1 Junior Canadiens.
We had mentioned earlier in this period, just moments ago, that Jake O'Brien can change the game just like that, and he does right there. Shorthanded on a 2-on-1, just holds on to it and is confidently able to shoot it glove side past goaltender James Meredith, and suddenly it's 3-1 for these Junior Canadiens here, and they still have 59 seconds left on the man advantage. Or rather, yes.
Drop back here is the Nationals. Now down by 2, trying to get back into this game. They've got some power play time to work with, as Riley carries it down to the corner. Sent around the boards, out to the line. And it's cleared out once again. Race for it here. The Junior Canadiens still tenacious shorthanded, but picked up and fired in deep there as Brandolino got it in. Brandolino in on the forecheck now. Puck loose at the side of the goal, and looked like Armelin lost track of it for a second there. Now in the corner again. Battle for it, sent around the boards. Trying to hold it into the line. Out come the Junior Canadiens now. Trying to drive wide here is Morano. Morano trying to get that one back towards the point. It's picked off, and the Nationals clear it to center. Drop back again by the Junior Canadiens and fired in deep. Back after here, Armstrong sends it up towards the line. And now onto the attack come the Junior Canadiens. On the right wing, that shot turned aside. Back down to the corner. Battle for it down low. Both teams just trying to get this free. And now it's cleared out to center once again, and the Junior Canadiens offside at the Nationals line. So we'll get a whistle, and the puck will come out to center.
And that was some nifty deceptiveness there by the Junior Canadiens to try to regain the zone entry, but there were too many players there still coming back just below the blue line, so we'll see a face-off just outside the offensive zone blue line once again for the Junior Canadiens, who currently have the 3-1 lead.
Puck fired across, and the Junior Canadiens trying to slowly get things started offensively. The Nationals need to bounce back here late in the second period, and they've got a chance to do it as they gain the offensive zone. Turned over, and the Junior Canadiens get the quick clear. Ahead now, Addy trying to cut through the defense, but he's knocked down. Nationals recover. Long stretch pass ahead. That evades everyone, but it bounced on goal, and Armelin forced to cover it. So it's a face-off in the offensive zone for the Nationals.
For the Nats, they get a bit of a break there. Armelin was looking to play the puck, but it kind of went awkwardly into his pad, so he was forced to play it there. And now they get some of their better players on their depth-wise. They got Chase Del Colombo taking the draw. Let's see what they can do.
The Junior Canadiens win the face-off. Tried to clear, but it's knocked down, and now they'll get it out. On to the attack come the Junior Canadiens. Maybe an odd man rush sent out into the middle, and that's picked off. The rebound loose, and the jam away to the side of the goal. A couple players went down into the goaltender, and it's going to be cleared all the way down by the Nationals.
And there will be an offensive zone draw now once again for the Junior Canadiens. A lot of whistles have ensued in the last few minutes here. And we'll see if we can get back to some end-to-end or if it's going to be sort of like this to end off the period before 33 remaining to go.
Jake O'Brien, he's got the third goal for the Junior Canadiens. Took the face-off there. And now it's out to center. Over the line comes the Nationals. There's a quick shot, and that was whipped just wide. Fired in deep once again. Behind the goal. Out through to the center ice area, and the Junior Canadiens back on the prowl. Sent it to the middle for a quick shot. And O'Brien turned aside there, looking for his second of the period.
And O'Brien, just in the middle of this slot, was sliding over to the middle of the ice, waiting to intercept a pass, then brought it back to his forehand in quick succession. Just wasn't able to put it on net.
That centering pass from the corner was knocked down, and out come the Junior Canadiens once again. O'Brien sends it into the middle, but that's picked off and cleared out to center. Levine fires that in deep. On the far side, a long shot, didn't get through the traffic. Bounces onto the left wing boards. In this behind the goal, Addy trying to get that out in front. But it's clear to the line, not out. Held at the point. Long shot again blocked. And the Nationals need a clear here. A nice move, maybe an odd man rush, but a good recovery there from Morano to get back. Quick shot stops, rebound in the slot! And that just fired high and wide.
And it's Callum Mainville, we mentioned as a player that needs to be a bit better. Created a chance on his own, was able to cut to the inside and generate a chance there for team line mate AJ Rye on the far side, but it's James Meredith, or rather Nico Armelin, who's really come to play for the Junior Canadiens tonight.
Circling in, there's a centering pass. The one-time shot didn't get through to the net. It's cleared down, all the way down. Icing will ensue. And so it's going to come all the way back down to the National zone.
And the Junior Canadiens once again find themselves with an offensive zone face-off here, with the Malcassian line just changing at the moment. And we'll see new recruits enter the ice here on the left side. We'll see what they can do now. It's the Hector Martel trio, who have been very noticeable tonight in both ends of the ice.
Puck is won back to the line. McLean is there for it, sends it down to the corner. Battle for it down low, and Brandolino gets onto it, and he'll spring the rush. On the far side, push it down in behind the goal, and then around the boards. The Junior Canadiens with a chance to clear here, but it comes to the line. Held in as Rye stands guard at the point. Puck back down in the corner again. Comes towards the line. And now the Junior Canadiens are out with it. Maybe an odd man rush here. They've got numbers. McLean sent that into the middle, but it was picked off. Dudziak couldn't get it out to center now. It's sent towards the front of the goal. Rebound to the side of the net. And hanging on to it is James Meredith. And he keeps it a 3-1 game.
And Armelin there had to come all the way outside his crease and was able to get it down. But nonetheless, or rather, it is James Meredith who came down on that puck. And just outside the crease, and a lot of traffic in front of him there as we now see some changing lines for the Nationals. Whistle was quickly blown on the ensuing play, and appears we will have a Toronto Junior Canadian heading to the penalty box as we'll see a power play now to end off this second for the Nationals.
And this is huge for the Nationals. They could get back within one late in this second period, going to the final 15 minutes within a goal of the Junior Canadiens, and we're away here on the power play. Scramble on the draw. One back to the line. Across now, Marintet trying to get that one through traffic, but it was blocked. Now out the other way come the Junior Canadiens. A race for it. Marintet, first one onto it. Here's Marintet starting up on the rush. Drops it back. And now turned back at the line is Howard. Howard backing off with it. Sends it across. And over the line now come the Nationals here. Battling for it in the corner. Holding at the line now. Howard with a shot blocked. Rebound loose in front of the goal. Blocked again. Still loose as it bounces around in the slot. Comes to the line for a shot. And it again doesn't get through to the net.
And what a play there defensively by the Junior Canadiens. 2 shot blocks in quick succession. But the Nationals really starting to utilize the flanks here on the man advantage. And they're getting quick puck movement and trying to set up some of their set plays that they've been practicing for the last few months, but they're now forced back outside the offensive zone blue line, so you're going to have to try their best to get back in and reset up formation.
Comes to the corner, a centering try, and that one turned aside. Left pad stop from Armelin. And now out to center with it come the Junior Canadiens, cleared away. Nationals right back onto the attack here. Dying seconds of the first period, trying to get back in the game. Backhand try, stopped. Rebound loose at the side of the goal, jamming away at it. And hanging on is Armelin as the Nationals just can't capitalize.
Best chance on the power play so far for the Nationals, but it's Nico Armelin. As we mentioned, calmness and composure are 2 big qualities of his, and he was able to not sprawl too much, get into the butterfly position, and gave no room for the National shooters. And let's see what they can do now with the second power play unit on the ice.
Callum Mainville, you mentioned as a player who could step up his game, and what a moment it would be for him now. 44 seconds of man advantage remaining and under a minute in the second period, as the Nationals look to get back within 1. They win the draw back, but it's cleared quickly by the Junior Canadiens. Out to play it there is Meredith. 30 seconds to go now. Up ahead for A.J. Rye. He's got one already, drops it off, and now the Nationals have gained the offensive zone. Puck comes down to the corner. Rye in there for it. Sends it out towards the line. Sent across now. Sharp angle shot. Turned aside, and the rebound comes to the corner. Sent around the boards here. Held into the line. Another long shot, and once again didn't get through the traffic. Dying seconds now. A long shot turned aside again. Rebound comes all the way around the boards. And time runs out in the second. So after 2, it's 3-1 Junior Canadiens.
And the Junior Canadiens really stepped up from all players in their lineup. It started off with Luca Moreno. 10 seconds into this second period, off a rush chance, was able to put this a far side shot 5-hole on James Meredith. And then 6:34 left in the second. It's Jake O'Brien who was able to score, who we mentioned as a player that really stood out in this second, best on both sides in terms of being able to create plays in the offensive zone. And that's been the X factor for the Junior Canadiens thus far.
Well, the Toronto Young Nationals are going to need an X factor in this third period as they try to avoid the brink of elimination. The third period of Game 2 is next from the Six Hockey. Hello everybody and welcome back to Paramount Fide Food Center. The third period is underway here between the Junior Canadiens and the Toronto Nationals. Face-off won by the Junior Canadiens, and they quickly kill off the remaining power play for the Nationals. And now, back out in front of the goal, sent to the line for a shot. Graziano turned aside.
And Graziano, we mentioned him in the second. He loves to shoot the puck and really push back on his edges to give himself the better opportunity there. And almost shot for a rebound, knowing that there were a lot of players creating traffic in front of the net.
Long pass ahead and a little bit too long. That's going to go all the way down the ice. So an early icing here against the Toronto Junior Canadiens.
And for the Nationals, they are very much still in this game. And the key is just trying to get that one goal before the 5-minute mark of the third period. And just really trying to reestablish momentum, play with the puck more, try to force the Junior Canadiens to the outside, and just be the more dominant team in this third period.
Out to center come the Junior Canadiens, backhanded in deep and racing onto Edir's Addy, but icing called once again, and we'll reset.
And this is a good start for the Nationals, forcing icing plays. Junior Canadiens will have to be careful themselves, not getting too comfortable with the 2-goal advantage. Otherwise, they could find themselves in dangerous territory.
Scramble in the draw here as they try to dig it free, and comes loose now behind the net. And the Junior Canadiens can't get out. Carried out towards the center, but it's picked off. And now, JRC are out. Here's Morano. Morano drops it off, sends it into the middle. Addy shoots! Turned aside. And out with it now come the Nationals. Carried ahead, dodging the check there. Sent out to the front of the goal, and that's stopped. Backhand try on the rebound. Comes loose behind the net.
And it's now Luke Howard now out there with Kieran Riley. This D pair is really the one that's going to be able to generate offense for these Toronto Nationals in terms of their quick puck movement, their skating ability. They're relying on them heavily here.
Fired down to the opposite corner now. And the Nationals are back for it. Trying to get started on offense. An early goal in the third would go a long way for them. Now it's dropped off. Here's AJ Rye. He shoots! Turned aside. And the Junior Canadiens out with it the other way. Maybe an odd man rush. Developing here. Sent towards the front of the goal. And that just missed the intended receiver. Sent back out behind the net. Turning with it there as Howard gets it ahead. And Marintet now. Up into the middle.
And it's the Nationals once again not forcing too much, and they've been playing in the offensive zone so far, but there we go. They finally forced a turnover. They need to do more of that and try to play with the puck more and generate that offensive zone pressure.
So the Nationals lost the puck there after they created the turnover, and out with it come the Junior Canadiens, and they've got numbers. Sent ahead. Across, and that pass picked off. Rye tapped it ahead. Onto the attack now. Here's Rye firing, and that ramps up off a stick and out of play.
And AJ Rye, one of the best players on this national squad in terms of his transition play and generating those rush chances, drops it back there, and unfortunately just weren't able to set up. And that's something they're going to have to work on here with 12:14 to go in the third period, as they now have an offensive zone face-off. Just need to try to win the draw and set up a formation.
Puck cleared to the line. And now it's sent in behind the net. Circling back for it are the Junior Canadiens, and they'll try to go to the attack. Over the blue line now. Carried ahead, and that's knocked off the stick. And so the Nationals will come on to the counterattack. Sent ahead there by Punchard, and now it's in on the right wing. Player taken down there, and it's going to be a tripping call here against the Junior Canadiens. And so a man advantage chance for the Nationals to try and get back into this game.
And this is an excellent opportunity now for the Nationals as they start skating into the offensive zone. It will be a penalty against the Junior Canadiens. Very costly at this point in the game. So the Nationals, with 11:44 to go in this third, now have a chance. AJ Rye, Callum Mainville among the skaters out there.
Puck comes down to the corner as they try and dig it free, and now they have. Sent towards the line. Brandolino sent it back down to the corner. Gets it right back. Holding it here is Rye. Rye sends it off to the side. Back down to the corner. At the line once again. Dropped off on the side, sent to the side of the goal. Centering pass right out in front of the net. And that's tapped right back to the corner.
And some quick puck movement there. The deceptiveness of Kieran Riley feeds it back to Callum Mainville, and they try to toss it in front of the goal. Brandolino to his stand out there on that power play advantage. This quick puck movement making the Junior Canadiens work defensively, but overall they're not giving up much space in front of Armelin, so they're gonna have to be even quicker if they want to score.
30 seconds gone in the man advantage. Scramble on the draw, and it's one back to the line by the Nationals. A slap shot stops. Rebound loose. Comes to the side. Brandolino fires. And Armelin hangs on there as looks like a National had a broken stick on the play. We'll see if a penalty comes of that.
It appears Kieran Riley had the stick broken there.
Was it the shot that he took, or was he slashed? And
having a conversation now. He's actually heading to the penalty box. So maybe it went off player, and that perhaps is how it broke.
I wonder if did he play the puck with his broken stick?
That's another example as well. You are not allowed to do that.
Nonetheless, that will negate the penalty here, the power play here for the Nationals. And we'll get some 4-on-4 action for about a minute 20. As it comes behind the net, we'll see what these teams can do with a little bit of extra open ice. Back in behind the goal again, turning with it. And now it's sent ahead. Knocking down his man there was Addy as he gains possession. Over the blue line come the Junior Canadiens along the left wing. Sent across, and Morano has it. He's got what's the go-ahead goal at the moment. Drops it off for Addy. Here's Nico Addy. Hanging on to it, sends it across. Back behind the goal now. Battling for it. Towards the corner. And out with it now come the Nationals. They'll slow things down. Now onto the attack they come. Here's Rye. Rye, centering pass right on goal! What a stop by Armelin.
And what a play right there. And it's Armelin not going full sprawl, but just going post to post in calm, composing fashion, and was able to make that stop very swiftly there as the Junior Canadiens are on the counterattack.
Carried around behind the goal, or to the blue line now, and out the other way come the Nationals. Puck comes right to the front of the goal and swinging at that one. The Nationals couldn't connect, and now it's a power play for the Junior Canadiens. Carried ahead, backhand try, turned aside. And hanging on to that will be Meredith.
And now it will be 27 seconds of power play time here for the Junior Canadiens as they get the offensive zone face-off. And we'll have one last chance here to really just try to win the face-off. It's Hector Martel on the draw out there for Oliver Wing and Luca Romano.
Puck sent towards the line now. Armstrong sends it to the side of the goal for a shot. Rebound loose. And it's jammed just wide. Try from the side of the goal. And that one ramped right through the crease. Puck sent to the side of the goal once again. A chance to clear here for the Nationals. And they will. And that should just about do it for the power play. So we're back to even strength here. As we just under 9 minutes to go in the third period here of Game 2 of this Round 1 series. Carried ahead and over the line come the Junior Canadiens, coming to the front of the goal, and that shot was turned aside. Back with it now. Carried out into the slot for a shot, stopped, scores! The rebound jammed in as Luca Romano has made it 4-1 Junior Canadiens.
And just an excellent play there. Oliver Wang driving in, showcasing his puck protection ability, drives into the inner slot, and Romano had a stick down on the ice and was able to make that play to score the goal.
As we take the face-off again here in what's now a 4-1 game. The Nationals have a mountain to climb here. As the Junior Canadiens gain possession in the neutral zone. It's Morano. Morano, what a move! Getting to the front of the goal there, and he's turned aside. Now Morano again. Morano spinning and sending that off to the side. Carried in deep there as Valeris gets it to the corner. Now off to the side, long shot, stopped and held as Meredith makes the save. As we will regroup here for another face-off. And this will come over to the right of James Meredith. One back by the Junior Canadiens, but a good pressure there from the Nationals, wins the puck back. And it's backhanded in deep here. Behind the net, Meredith out to play it. Leaves it there for his defender. Luke Howard onto it. Can't clear the zone, though. Sent to the opposite corner. Another chance to clear here for the Nationals. And this time they get it out. Sent across and a race for it here. Mainville gets onto it. Here's Callum Mainville into the middle. He shoots. He missed the net. Rebound loose to the side of the goal. And that was tapped just wide.
And a great play there to drive to the middle of the ice. Once again, Mainville has really stood out in these second and third periods. Just hasn't been able to catch home.
Up ahead come the Toronto Junior Canadiens now, looking to extend their lead once again. Cutting into the middle for a shot turned aside. As Jinman got that puck on net. Now here comes Luke Howard. Howard fires, stopped and held by Nico Armelin.
And so the defenseman activating into the rush. Number 9, Luke Howard, went end-to-end in that play. Actually, it was able to draw a 2-on-1 all on his own, showcasing his straight line speed. As now the Nationals have an offensive zone face-off of 6:52 remaining in the third.
One back by the Junior Canadiens now, as they look to hang on to a 4-1 lead to take a 2-0 lead in the series. That quick shot missed the net. Now here's Valeris. Valeris sends it off to the corner. Keegan Knight drops it back to the corner again. Sent up towards the line, and Levine couldn't hold the zone. The Junior Canadiens regrouping back in their own end now. Drop back pass. And they'll slowly try and get through center here. Backhanded to the opposite corner. Addie's in there after it. As the battle ensues and it comes loose out into the slot. Here's a quick shot. Stopped and held by James Meredith.
And the Junior Canadiens now, with the 4-1 lead, are pretty confident they can win this game. Still have to play as hard as they can, and they're doing really good off the cycle and coming up off the boards to drive to the middle of the ice and really forcing high-quality shots on James Meredith.
It's one back to the line again by the Junior Canadiens. Bounces off the boards. A long shot. Stopped as Armstrong got a good look. And now back with it is Riley. Kieran Riley. Trying to get things going here for the Nationals. They need offense, and quickly. As now it's down in the corner. Back behind the net. Sent across. And a long stretch pass ahead. Brandolino looking for that one, but he couldn't connect. Back with it here, the Nationals in the neutral zone, trying to gain the offensive end. Comes behind the goal. Far side corner. As they battle for it and try to dig it free. Turning with it here. And now the Junior Canadiens will try and clear it out to center. Sent ahead and picked off in the neutral zone. Here's Luke Howard. Nice move. Howard to the net. Turned aside, but he's drawn a penalty here with under 5 to go in the third period.
And Luke Howard has practically become a fourth forward on the ice now for the Nationals. Was able to draw a play just from being able to cut into the middle of the ice off that rush chance, draws a slash, and will get rewarded there by staying out on the ice as changing recruits will go around him in Callum Mainville, Sarah Brando, and A.J. Rye.
And with their backs just about against the wall here, I wonder how soon you see James Meredith head to the bench for these Toronto Nationals. Down by 3 with a man advantage and just under 5 minutes to go. I could see him going around the 3-minute mark if they want to take that risk to try and pull off a miracle here.
I could even see 3:30 I'll contest, just because it's still 3 goals, and 3:30 would give you the best chance and give you more time to have that 6-on-4 advantage.
And that manpower advantage will be crucial for the rest of this game if the Nationals are to want any chance at coming back, and they win it back to the line. Sent across there by Simone. Simone gets the return pass. Backhands it down towards the corner. Now Simone again at the line. Simone to Sarah Brando. Back to Simone. Simone shoots. Stopped. Rebound loose, and they jam away at it. But Armelin hangs on.
And Armelin was screened in front of the net. There was a rebound, but he was able to get down it quickly. And certainly quite the start to enter this series. Nico Armelon only allowing the 1 goal through 3 periods and had to make a pretty big save right there.
Armelon, big story so far in this game, and certainly this should create a bit of a headache for the junior Canadiens as they try to decide which of the twins will be their starter for Game 3. And it's one back to Simone once again. Quarterbacking this power play, and he sends it off for Del Colombo. Returns it to Simone. Simone, long shot. Rebound loose in front of the goal, and cleared away by the junior Canadiens, but Simone holds the line. Sends it to Del Colombo. Tried the return pass to Simone, it missed. But now on the far side, the Nationals have it. But they can't hold the zone, and the junior Canadiens come away with it. Knocked down in the Nationals zone. Just over a minute to go on the power play, and they'll try and get started once again. Desperately in need of a goal. Keep an eye on Meredith here, as we're into the final 4 minutes. Pass sent towards the front of the net. Didn't get through the traffic. And that long shot from the point was blocked again. Back for it here is Riley. Looks like Meredith is staying put for now. Here goes Kieran Riley with a head of steam. Riley centering pass. And that was intercepted, and whistle goes.
The junior Canadiens have done a pretty good job at neutralizing Kieran Riley's speed and making him non-effective offensively. But he did just generate a rush opportunity on his own right there. And he'll look to continue that and look to really skate at his high level of speed and make plays while doing so.
Weisblatt will take the draw here. Lost it down to the corner. Sent around the boards. Held in at the line now. Long shot. Deflected away from the front of the goal. Backhanded into along the half wall. Back behind the net, a chance to clear once again for the junior Canadiens. Still no sign of Meredith heading to the bench here as we reach the 3-minute mark. A long shot again through traffic. Turned aside now. On the far side, junior Canadiens trying to get the clear. Penalty is now over, and Armelon will grab that puck. So with under 3 minutes to go, we're back to even strength, and still no sign of James Meredith heading to the bench for the extra man.
Yeah, it appears if they do go that route, it might be under the 2-minute mark, or perhaps maybe they want to really push his team and see if they can get that 1 goal and really make it a 2-goal advantage instead of 3 before thinking about doing that.
Turning back with it here in the corner is Armstrong. Armstrong sends it across to the line. Into the slot now for a quick shot, and Morano was turned aside and gloved down.
The junior Canadiens understand the assignment. Just put it on goal, force any sort of face-offs that you can, just kill off the play along the boards as long as you have to. Just try to finish out this game calm and smooth.
Face-off to come to the right of Meredith here. The junior Canadiens certainly content to play with the puck in this end of the ice for the rest of the couple minutes as that shot gloved down again by Meredith.
And it's Luca Morano, number 22, just generating 2 shots off that latest sequence, forcing 2 offensive zone face-offs. That's why they like having him out there. He's one of those players you can rely on at both ends of the ice.
As the face-off, one back by the Nationals as they look to create a miracle here in Game 2. They're turned back as we approach the final 2 minutes of this game. Long pass ahead for Del Colombo. Here goes Chase Del Colombo. Dropping it off, turning back in the corner now, and it's sent up again towards Del Colombo, but that's intercepted. Battle for it. Junior Canadiens win it, and they get out to center. Long stretch pass ahead, and battle for it as Morano tries to get to the net, but is picked off. And now onto the attack again come the Nationals. Minute and a half to go, and whistle goes. As some pushing and shoving as tempers starting to flare here in the dying minutes. We'll see if anything comes of this.
And this is just how series progress. As the games go by, these individual battles start to ensue. as both teams now having a conversation that appears both players that were involved in that shoving match will be heading to the penalty box to offset it.
So we'll see if this will be 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. Looks like it will be regular 5-on-5 play for the last minute and a half of this game. And for the Nationals, it doesn't look like they're going to be pulling James Meredith at any point as it stands, as they will try and get that next goal at even strength before they pull the netminder. Lots of discussions happening right now as they try and figure out what the penalties will sort out to be.
And both teams now skating into the offensive zone. Nationals with 1:31 to go. Just trying to make this respectable. They have the power play now, so it is a 5-on-4. Let's see if they can generate some offense.
And with the power play, the Nationals will, at this point, probably not be looking to tie this game up, but getting an extra goal or two for morale, a bit of momentum going into Game 3 would be huge. Meredith out to play it. Sends it across. Slowly starting up with it are the Nationals. Along the left wing, and they're turned back here. Over the blue line now. Sent into the middle as trying to get that one through to the front of the net was Weisblatt. Around the boards again. Final minute of play in Game 2 as the Nationals lost the puck in the offensive zone. It's cleared all the way down. Stopping it behind the net is Meredith. And they'll try to slowly get going once again. Sent ahead along the left wing. Driving in is Riley. Backhand try as that pass was picked off. And out come the Junior Canadiens now. Into the offensive zone. It's picked off as the Junior Canadiens just rag the puck here, killing time, holding it along the boards. Dropped all the way back into their own zone. Final 10 seconds now as a long stretch pass will go all the way down. No icing on the play, and this is just about gonna do it as the Toronto Junior Canadiens take a 4-1 victory in Game 2, and they will try to eliminate the Toronto Nationals next time they hit the ice.
And this was just quite the performance by these Toronto Junior Canadiens. It was 1-1 after 15 minutes. But in terms of the second and third period action, there was arguably no better player than Nico Armelin, coming up huge when needed. But it's really a team effort. Jake O'Brien stepped up. Luca Moreno stepped up. Luca Romano stepped up. And overall, it was all depth scoring and just general good performances from the top of their lineup that led to this victory tonight.
And for the Nationals, next time they play, they'll be playing for their lives as they go down 2-0 in this best-of-5 series. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us, Jaden Ho, for Jordan Jacklin and everyone here at the Six Hockey. We'll see you for Game 3.